show up with an idea of this is what I need to accomplish in these first couple of months heading into the spring? Is it something that once you get here, your eyes get opened a little bit to what you need to do? How does that?
I mean, when I got in here, I knew I needed to gain weight. I knew I was down a little bit, so kind of that was my main goal getting in here. And I've already gotten up about 5 or 6 pounds, so kind of just still getting up on the weight is definitely what I'm trying to work on.
What are you trying to get to?
Right now, I'm trying to get to 265 from spring ball.
And you're where?
About 250.
How much have you been able to talk to kids since this week?
I mean, they've been recruiting a little bit, so I mean, kind of just seeing that. But then they kind of got here, and we've been talking a little bit here and there before workouts, after workouts. So it's been nice to kind of get familiar with him.
What's kind of your impression of him?
I mean, I love him. I've seen what he did at Oklahoma State, so kind of just seeing that reflect over here, I feel like he has a lot of big and good things to bring to us.
Have you been able to watch any Oklahoma State film?
Yeah, I definitely watched their defense a little bit last season, just seeing how they played against other teams and how they did against the pass, how they did against the run. So definitely kind of like watching that.
So what do you think of that?
I definitely loved that. I loved what he did against them.
Larry is heading into his 49th year of coaching football. Just knowing that and how much he's been around, how much he's developed talent, what do you try to take away from him in the first couple of months? I know it's a long process, but
yeah,
what do you gain in these first months?
Like I said, just being a sponge, just kind of taking everything in. I mean, that dude has so much experience, he has so much knowledge in football, so kind of just learning that and just kind of staying up by his wing and just listening to everything he has to say, just taking it in consideration. Definitely nice.
This may be a stupid question, but is he different as a recruiter than he is as a position coach?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like he's just like kind of having like that extra dad. I feel like he's that extra dad having a football field. I feel like he definitely just kind of cares for his players and definitely just you can see it's true love, and he loves his players.
Is it nice to have that continuity coming from recruiting to your position coach? I mean, a lot of the guys on defense are getting used to a new position coach because of the way things worked out.
Yeah,
you don't have to deal with that.
It's great having him. I mean, I've had him since the beginning. I kind of talked to him from the beginning of my recruitment, so I mean, he's kind of just been there with me the whole time. And he told me he wasn't going to stay, he wasn't going to leave, and he hasn't left. So I mean, I kind of just I know he's going to stay by that.
Yeah, because you heard rumors probably like everybody else. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
might, he's older than me, but how much did you need to be assured of that, I guess, Caden?
I mean, definitely when he came in my in-home visit, he kind of made me like official that he was going to be there. He's going to be there to coach me, and that kind of settled in for me, and that kind of just made me feel good.
Yeah. Hey, do you sense? It seems like you're becoming almost like a folk legend a little bit, the way you've gone about like the all-star practice and things like that. But people are kind of catching up to your story to a certain extent. But explain the zeal with which you play the game. Where does that come from?
I mean, when I was a little kid, I was always playing up with my brother's age groups. They're a little bit like 2 grades older than me, so kind of just playing in that age group kind of gave me that mindset from an early age of I have to work for everything, and I kind of got to get out there and just outwork everybody. So I kind of just had that motor on the field of just wanting to beat everybody, not let anybody beat past me or anything. So it kind of been with me all my life.
Yeah, I asked Coach Day on signing day back in December, the original signing, whether you had like, when you watch a guy like you, do you look for a nasty streak in a guy like that? Because you got to be, when you're down in the trenches, you got to get after it. Do you feel like you do have a nasty streak?
I feel like definitely when I get on the football field, a little switch turns on in the back of my head, and I kind of just let everything go out of the way for a second. I'm just focused on football, and I don't really care if I got to hit you anywhere. I mean, I'm going to do it to get past you.
Yeah.
Caden, there were a lot of freshmen who were able to play last year. Started on defense, Denzel Burke, guys in the defensive line, JT and Jack played a bit. When you see that, do you see a chance for the same thing to happen in your year in your class?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I feel like all of us new recruits and newcomers really want to work hard, and we really want to get on the field and find playing time. So we're all kind of just working as hard as we can, really, just to get out there.
Is there a page out of like last year's class's playbook that you think you guys could borrow from and help you guys?
I mean, I feel like definitely. I feel like we're getting the most utensils and everything we can get to try to get out there as quick as we can.
You may have been asked this already, but are there some former Buckeyes that you pattern yourself a little, or you've enjoyed watching, I guess, over the years that you've taken some things from?
Definitely both the Bosa's and Chase Young. I kind of watched them always, but I actually had a kid that went from my high school who came here. His name was Joel Hale back in 2015. So I was kind of watching him, and I always watched him growing up just because I was from my area and just seeing him over here kind of just felt real for me over here too.
I was going to say, did that tell you that a guy from your height, from your area, could could end up at a place like Ohio State? How did that enhance, I guess, your dreaming?
Definitely. I mean, I kind of had set here from the beginning. I knew I wasn't going to go anywhere else, but I kind of just seen him do it, and I just made it feel real. Feel like I could do it, and I could try to go better and farther. But I mean, definitely, he was a great player and did great things for us.
You talked earlier that why you think you might be able to fit at that Leo position if that's what comes about. Did you have high school experiences, or the way that you were asked to play in high school? Does that fit into that at all?
Yeah, in high school I played 0 technique, 3 technique, 5 technique. I played middle linebacker, long snapper. I mean, I've done all the positions I need to kind of get ready for it, I feel like.
Do you think there'd be a long line of guys trying to get that Leo spot? I mean, it is an interesting position when you watch video.
Yeah, I mean, definitely I feel like everybody's kind of new to it, so they don't really know if they want to go for it yet or not. So I feel like definitely just seeing all the coaches once they see us in spring football, they'll kind of figure out who needs to go where, and I'll just let them do their jobs.
But you could be on, like you said, you'd be hanging out on the edge one play, you could be in the A gap the next, standing up, dropping. I mean, that intrigues you?
Yeah, I definitely love moving around. I don't like really staying in one spot, but I mean, I can do whatever.
You ready to long snap a bit?
I can't. I need to.
A lot was said about Ohio State's toughness in that Michigan game. I know you're not on the team, but do you take that personally at all? Being someone that's going to be here in the moment, face them this season?
Yeah, definitely. I see all their mindset in the weight room after that game, so I definitely want to take that and just work like them and kind of feel like I was a part of that loss and just work against it.
Did you talk to Joe Hale during your recruitment?
Yeah, definitely. Me and him connected, and we kind of talked about it, and we definitely he kind of made it feel like more better for me. So I was kind of nervous at the beginning, but then he kind of settled me down and kind of got me to figure out how it's going to be, how it's going to be when I get here. So he definitely made it a lot better.
Taking any trash from your area for leaving the state to come here?
No, they all my area kind of just felt great for me, and knew that was the next step I needed to take. So they definitely made it the best one.
The one thing that you see on the clips that are on the internet from you, you're just relentless. I mean, it's one thing about being big and fast, but it just seems like you want to be on the ball every single play.
Yeah, I love tracking the ball. That's the best thing I feel like I can do, and I just never give up till I miss a blitz.
Are you one of these guys that don't get around him before the game because you got to get in that, you got to get your mental edge? Or how are you like before a game?
Honestly, I'm a little calm, just kind of just being myself, chilled out, and then I feel like really when I hit that field, that little switch turns on, and I just kind of go different.
You had mentioned that you felt like you were going to come to Ohio State the entire time. So why did it take you so long to actually come?
I mean, the real reason was because of COVID, and I really just wanted to visit everything and see everything before I made that decision. So I kind of had to take everything a little bit slower than I wanted to. So I had to go and visit those other schools during the football season, which also kind of looking for that state championship, the undefeated one. So that kind of set that back too. I just kind of got pushed farther and farther back. I just figured out my to do that time.
Yeah. Was there another school that maybe piqued your interest kind of